Welcome back, students and faculty, to this month's episode of Shark News Network. My name is Ana Lucia Lama.
And my name is Isabella Alfaro.
The tennis and track team seasons have already begun.
Many of these players have put their time and effort into performing as best they can.
Santiago Tenorio, Ricardo Segovia, and Veronica Scuro invite you to hear from these spring athletes.
I'm here with some members from the tennis team and I'm going to ask you some questions about their season. So tell me, Michelle, what is your main goal for this season as a team?
Hopefully we can win districts this year and we can move on to regionals. I just hope we work together as a team.
I'm here with Ashley and Katie from the track and field team and I'm going to ask you some questions regarding the upcoming season. So tell me, what do you expect for this season?
So for this season, our goal is probably for both teams, the girls and the boys, to win districts and just bring a good performance overall.
We have a lot of young people, so I'm expecting a lot of growth, but we do have a lot of potential and they are performing exceedingly well so far. And our goal this year is to win districts.
I don't know, get to regionals together and maybe get some of the teammates to win.
What's your personal goal for this year?
I would like to better my forehand and my backhand and get to regionals.
My personal goal for the season is to get a PR in the 100, 200, and the 4x1 relay. My goals for the season is to probably make it to states in one of my relays, either the 4x8 or the 4x4, and just, again, bring a good performance.
I want to be able to keep my position high on top 5 and just win the matches.
My personal goal would be a sub 1200 meter and to PR in the triple jump and to make it to state.
What would you tell me is your biggest strength while playing and your biggest weakness that you want to improve on?
My biggest strength would be serving. That's my favorite part. And my biggest weakness, I think, volleys. I just get kind of in my head when I go up to the net.
I think my biggest strength is the forehand and weakness is the backhand.
My biggest strength would be triple jump, and what I want to improve would be the 100 meter because I'm almost at sub 12.
Thank you guys for that behind-the-scenes look.
Speaking of behind the scenes, have you ever wondered how SNN is made?
That's a tough question. Why don't we ask Adriana Llano, Ricardo Segovia, and Nicholas Aroche about it?
If you're interested in joining SNN next year, then this segment is just for you.
So we started the journalism program about 8 years ago, and we started with the Golden Legacy. And a couple years after we started, the class started to grow a little bit, and we had some students who were interested in adding some video work to the class. And so we started a program called Shark Bite. And eventually Shark Bites developed into what today is SNN, Shark News Network. Shark News Network has a pretty big process behind each episode that gets produced. We have a senior editor who is kind of in charge of the entire Shark News Network process, and different groups of students pitch ideas. Each group goes and plans and films and edits their segments. And eventually they submit those all back, and the final editing takes place to put all of the show together that you see every month. One of the things I enjoy most about watching Shark News Network is really seeing a successful storytelling opportunity, specifically when students have the opportunity to highlight the accomplishments of other students. It's really great to see those accomplishments being able to be told in this format.
There are a lot of growing pains just as far as managing this many kids at once, and especially all the technical aspects, some of which I'm not as familiar with. But overall, it's been a lot of fun, and it's fun to get up and just do something the entire time as compared to a traditional classroom.
My favorite part of working with SNN is that we're actually maintaining a tradition. I know it's not a widely received tradition. It still is a vital part to any school. Any school has a news broadcast. I mean, yeah, it's rough around the edges, but it's tradition.
Hi, I'm Gabrielle Vasquez. I'm the producer for SNN. Basically, what my job is to make sure everyone's doing their work and just assign different segments to different groups. And I'm also an editor for the credits, and for the anchors, I fix sounds and obviously things like the green screen where we put the SNN thing in the back. I'm also the script writer for the anchor, so that is pretty fun to do. Definitely the hardest part about SNN is teamwork. Just kind of getting everyone to work together and just to be respectful of each other and then have everything done by the deadline, essentially. The funnest part about SNN is just getting to see what people create, getting to see their creativity and how they form everything together into their segments. I would definitely recommend people to join SNN just because it's a fun way to get people together and just create whatever you want, basically. It's a really good class to take if you're into cinematography or filmography, things that you want to study for in college. And just overall, I think it's a very interesting topic to learn about.
Wow, it really does take a lot of work to create these episodes.
Yes, it takes a lot of time to create something truly special, just like the new Divine Savior campus nearby.
This new expansion believes that every child, including those with special needs, should know the love of Christ.
Let's head over to Valentina Guillén and Sofia Garcia to hear more information about this.
All right, good morning. I'm Dr. Althoff. I've been here at DSA this is my 14th year. And during that time, I was able to work with the administration to start the middle school as well as to get the high school started. With that in mind, I feel like a lot of trust has been placed in me, and again, I'm very thankful for that. So about 5 years ago, my wife and I were expecting our third child, a daughter by the name of Elise. And a couple months into the pregnancy, we were told that she was diagnosed with Down syndrome. That's in fact the time in which I began looking at resources in the community that were available for students with special needs, and identified the fact or recognized the fact that there was a shortage of services being provided. So it was at that point where I went to the administration and received permission to begin putting together a plan to start a program for students with special needs. And over the course of the last few years, it's kind of led us to where we are today. So the Divine Savior School will primarily work with students on the autism spectrum, as well as some students in need of similar or related services. The goal is to also partner with Divine Savior Academy to find ways to have the two student bodies work together as one when possible. So I'm excited to get this new program started and hopefully through it not only support students with special needs, but also to help educate the community and our students of DSA about the needs that exist and the ways that in fact we can share our Christian faith, our worldview, and work to share Christ's love with others and supporting those with more significant need.
Thanks to Dr. Althoff and many others, this new school will offer current and incoming students tons of new opportunities.
Willem Cabeza and Juan Carrasquero prepared a skit featuring Dr. Althoff himself and his student victims.
Let's head on over.
So, Mr. Fact, oh, what do we have here? Issa, who gave you permission to watch the live action Goof Troop? Excuse me, I'm going to collect this. Thank you. Christopher, are you dense? Did you just not hear me speaking to Issa? I just collected her iPad for watching a video with no permission or without permission, and what are you playing? Lemmings?
Duolingo.
What's the lemming doing on your screen? Let me collect this. I'm going to take these to Miss Gladys. You could talk to her later.
Well, it's like my mommy always used to say, don't play them video games, especially not in class.
Thank you, Dr. Althoff.
As you know, every month, Divine Savior Academy awards the Shark Award to an outstandingly involved and dedicated student.
Congratulations to Christopher Lopez for the January Shark Award.
The Shark Award stands for Serving Humbly and Radiating Kindness.
Christopher has done an exceptional job academically and serving his community.
That's all for now. We hope you have an amazing week and we'll see you next time on Shark News Network.